Hello, my beautiful soulful art babes. So I just wanted to make this video about something that's been pressing in my life as of recently, and now that I look back, I've kind of always dealt with it. And it's basically this idea of not being productive enough, or like not doing enough to maximize whatever. I mean, there's a difference between actually just being like lazy and not doing anything, and one of like allowing yourself to rest and have downtime and not feel like, I don't know, I guess there's something good about the pressure of feeling like, oh shit, like I could be doing this or I could be doing that. But sometimes we're comparing ourselves to other people's lives and everything like that. And as I'm speaking on this, I kind of realized that like there are certain places like in my own personal life and my personal journey where I could do more. And then there's other places where it's like, it's okay, like maybe I need that downtime. So for example, like let's say, I know something that I do is I start cleaning a lot. Like I'll clean my entire space because it's probably like 10% procrastination, and then, you know, the rest is like I genuinely want to clean up. But that 10% of procrastination is still something, you know, like sometimes it's kind of like a self-sabotage thing. Like let's say you end up sweeping for twice the amount of time you would have swept if you were really focused on like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do what's necessary and I'm gonna do it efficiently, and then I'm gonna get to the task at hand that I need to accomplish. Sometimes when in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you don't even realize like I want to get that thing done. You instead just spend so much time cleaning when you don't actually have to. And I'm saying you, but it's me, you know? But then there are other times where it's like, let's say I want to take a bath and it's like a Sunday or something, you know, and I'm just chilling with the family and like, or chilling with some friends, and it's been a long time since I've seen them. In those moments, I really want to be able to just like let go of the to-do list, like the to-do list that never ends. I want to be able to just say, you know what, that to-do list is gonna always be growing, and I'm gonna get to it when it's appropriate. But right now, I shouldn't even be looking, you know. And then I mean, there's some core things, some core values that I have that no matter what I'm doing, I'm practicing them. Like there's like your spirituality, you've never turned off your spirituality no matter what situation you're in. Like I, you know, am mindful of my breath, just like in this position that I'm in right now. It's not the best for me breathing wise because my like back isn't erect, and so I know I can't like breathe fully that way. And now it's much better, and it's just, I guess, just like knowing yourself and knowing how, for one, time management, like how to get things done like effectively and efficiently in an organized fashion without neglecting one, or you know, just being able to spread your energy very evenly over the things that are most important to you. And I guess that with that you have to know like what is important to you. So like if your faith is important, making sure you're nurturing your, like I think of things like as a garden. And if you watch my videos, I'm sure you've heard of my garden analogy before, but it's basically that everything in our life, like all of our passions, like everything that we have a really strong connection with, the reason why we're here, it's like a garden that we have. Like there's a relationship garden, and in the relationship garden there's like a flower pot for your dad and one for your mom and for your cousins. And you want to make sure you're watering the ones that are most important to you, the one you feel most connected with. And there's a garden for like your health and your well-being, your career, your social life, your romantic life, you know, your like just making money, your mental health, and all of these things. And so just making sure that we're giving energy and time to all of them, it's really important to me. And I'm kind of ranting now, but it's just this idea of like knowing that it's important. We do have a plant that says health and well-being, or like relaxation and pampering, you know, like self-care and downtime, like time when you're not giving your brain so many functions and tasks, you know, you're just living in that moment. And not thinking too much. You're feeling more than you're thinking. You're simply just like being more than you're doing. And in order to get into that state, of course, we have to be very mindful of our breath and just be very present with the moment and be tuned in to the sounds and everything that's happening in this moment, and keeping our minds and our thoughts present and not thinking about the future or the past and all of these things. And I hope this has been a beautiful message for you. It felt good to release, and I'm glad that this kind of content is going to be on my channel. Because if you're an artist, which many of you are, or you're admirers of art and music and travel, it's just important stuff to know as a human, you know, just like breathing, and to know that you're always doing enough and that you're always at the right time, at the right place, at the right time. And you know, whatever you're doing, it is enough. Like, sometimes we can get our asses up, but you know, the time will come for us. We're on our own path. Just to remember not to compare ourselves and compare our journeys. Comparing journeys that's out, that's way out. We got rid of that. Comparing journeys, so it's just like, you know, nourish yourself. If you feel your plants are being properly watered, great. And if you feel that some of them are neglected, and then you're trying to overwater like downtime and self-care, just, you know, distribute some of that energy to elsewhere as well, you know. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. All of you are super beautiful and soulful and groovy and worthy, and just be grateful for everything you have. And that's enough for this video. Ciao. Mwah.